phrase stir the pot refers to intentionally causing trouble or controversy in a situation. It is often used to describe someone who provokes tension or engages in discussions that create discomfort. For example, if someone says, "Don't try to stir the pot," they are warning you not to escalate a situation unnecessarily. The expression originates from the idea of stirring a pot to mix ingredients, symbolizing the act of stirring up a contentious topic or situation. Well, here at Stir the Pot, that is exactly what This Is Jay, Big Fan Breezy, and Philosophical P specialize in every week. So buckle up for the next 2 hours as the Triangle Offense cooks up that essential flavor. Stir the pot. Come get a whiff.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy, Philosophical P. This is JTV. I gotta say, to set the tone, everybody got a chef hat now. Everybody got a chef hat. I got a chef hat. JP, all of us got a chef hat.
And no, you ain't got no chef hat.
And it's a good day.
You ain't got no chef hat, bro.
I definitely got a chef hat. I got a custom made chef hat.
No, we got chef hats. You ain't got no chef hat.
I definitely got a chef hat for sure.
I don't know, man.
Nah, no, you don't.
You had it looked like a do-rag that day under the fitted, man.
We got chef hat.
I wore it more than one occasion.
This can't go on. This can't go on. I can't go on.
I wore it like 5 times, so
Two out of 3 of us got a chef hat.
Word.
Trust me. Today, mine is in the laundry. But
yeah, 2 out of 3 of us. Two out of 3 of us got a chef hat. Know what I mean? We true to the logo. Know what I mean?
Word.
But it's all good. It don't. Everybody ain't got a chef hat. I mean, it ain't.
It ain't like everybody ain't got a custom made with their name on the front chef hat. Everybody got generic chef hats. Anybody can get a generic chef hat. You know what I'm saying? Just General Mills chef hat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the ones from the logo.
I was about to say that's the ones from the logo. So technically, we kind of on par with it, where you deviate.
I don't want to say deviate. I say custom made. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just want to get the regular one.
You might as well color your hat black on the logo then.
Nah, I like the logo. The logo's fire. I wouldn't change the logo at all.
Yeah, like imagine if you get like a NBA jersey and the Jerry West got a black chef hat on. Like, it just don't look right. It's the logo no more.
Or think about this, right? So imagine we get to the point where we start making public appearances and people want to see us show up with the chef hats, doing a public appearance, maybe doing a live show in front of a couple hundred people or whatever. You're going to show up with the black chef hat and they're going to want a refund because they're going to say this is not the product they paid for.
I think they're going to be pulling up for more than a thumbnail art picture. I will imagine that. And on top of that, if it was something like that, I might have merch. I have a black chef hat, a white chef hat. I have different variety of colors of chef hats. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't want to speak too much on this because there's a lot to cover today. I would say the funniest thing that I've seen in this week is a lot of shit that I've seen, but the funniest shit is Max B walking out of an interview.
Yo, I got that on my list too.
Same.
This nigga walked out of an interview, but I'm not gonna lie, the people that they had in front of him, I could see why he felt the way. You know what I'm saying?
Like who?
Right.
Cardi B.
Cardi B had the Diamond album.
I was about to say.
Do you have a Diamond album? Do you have 2 Diamond albums? No? Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
man.
so let's.
Cardi B should be ahead of him, man. Like, stop it, bro. For real? You was offended by that?
Who me offended? No, he was offended. He walked
No,
out.
I know he was offended, but I'm saying you say that.
I wasn't offended.
She the first person you named. Like Jay was like who? And then that's the first person you went to. So if I was her, I would feel like you was coming straight at my neck right there.
I mean, yeah, y'all could call it how y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? But this is the list, though. This is all of the people that's in front of him. You know what I mean?
Cardi B is trash. He's like, Cardi B, trash.
They got French Montana in front of him. Y'all cool with that? Y'all cool with
Yo,
French and
I think you asking the wrong question. And I had this as a 2-part on my list too. I think you asking, should these people be up here or not? That should be the better question, as opposed to should Max B be replacing them, because it's people on here that's not on this list that shouldn't. There's people that's on this list that shouldn't be on here. It's people that's not on the list that should be on there, and Max B shouldn't be nowhere near it.
so you ain't got Max B in the top 50 at all.
Hell no! Why the hell would I?
rappers of all time? Wait, where
Greatest
does
New
this
York
list-
rappers of all time, Breeze? You really
Where
got
is
Max
it?
B top 50?
I ain't say I had him. I ain't say I had him
What
top
is
50.
it? What's
If
the
you
name of
ask
the list?
me to see top 50, I want to see the whole list, and I purposely didn't look at the list up until now, so we could look at it.
What's the name of the list?
I can send it right now. You got the list?
It's right
This
up.
is the list right here. It's on the
Alright.
screen.
Well-
But I'm saying, what is the name of the list?
It's the
It's
complex.
the complex top 50. It's complex fucking up again.
Is it the top 50 rappers of this year, top 50
No.
rappers of this decade, top
Top
50,
50
rappers of all time?
Top 50 New York rappers ever.
Okay.
See, they are the 50 best New York rappers of all time.
All right, so but why you don't just pull up
I know 50 niggas
list,
personally that
you know
could
what
rap
I'm saying?
better
Not
than
the
Max B.
whole theatric, so we could just get to the meat and potatoes of it,
I know 50 rappers from the star that rap better than Max B.
Right? Like that.
All
I
right,
wasn't
so-
involved at all. He was. That's why he walked out, and it was a complex interview. That's the thing about it. He
That
was
shit
like,
was
"Y'all ain't got
hilarious.
me on here. Nah, I'm out of here," because it was him and French on there.
French made number 50. I'm crying.
He's like, this
He's like,
nigga
I'm
better
making
than
this
All right,
shit.
so dead ass. I'm not mad at French being up there at 50. I'm not mad at that.
That got me crying. How he
Yeah.
gonna look at his man? He be like, "You got this nigga on the list? I'm out."
I ain't mad at French being 50, man. That seemed about right to me.
That's bad funny.
So when y'all want to start from the front for the top 10, top 20, how you want to do it? Top 10?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, here, I'm about to shoot this over real quick.
Who
man.
is that? Oh, Melly
We
Mel.
can start at the top 10 instead of it go all the way through. I'm curious to see the top 10, to be honest with you.
I don't need to see the list to know that Max B don't need to be on it, but shout to Max B. Now, if you might say, like, honestly, if Max B wanted to be on the list, I feel like he could be on something like the most influential rappers, the most influential New York rappers of all time. Maybe he might make 50 on that, because I do
They
think
got-
he has had a lot of influence on the rap
This-
game. But
Nah,
as
that
a-
ain't it, bro. That ain't the complex one. I don't know where you pull that. I just sent the complex one over in the chat.
Let me see. Private chat.
But
Oh, and then,
I just think when it comes to influence, maybe. When it comes to rappers that held it down, took a jail sentence and held it down, most definitely. But
this is the list.
Best-
This ain't complex right here.
Bro, that ain't it. I'm trying to tell you. It's I already looked at it. Jay-Z was like 4th on that list. This is the list that they
Yeah.
just released. This is the list that I just sent in the chat is the exact list that you had with the pictures and everything.
All right, I got you. I'm about to share it to the live. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
that's the exact one. So
Jay-Z
they got-
being number 1. I'm not mad at that.
they
You
got
got
Automatic.
Hov-
Hov one. Huh?
that wasn't the same list with French Montana at number 50 and A Boogie 49. That looked like what he was showing.
Nah, the one he was showing was the one with all the pictures. That's why I was like, let's just get one with just the words, so that way he ain't got to
okay.
scroll through all the whole article, because that was the article
Got it.
where they talking about them for a couple paragraphs But
Yeah,
yeah, this
maybe-
is the list. It's a couple things on here. Like, all right, so the first thing that I'm gonna go straight at and say, and a lot of people may have a problem with this, but they got Nicki Minaj at 7. That's wild to me.
I mean, she over Busta Rhymes. I don't know.
I think 5, 6, and 7 are all way too high.
But this is why I need this. The article might have been good because what's the criteria for this list? Because if the criteria, depending on what the criteria is, maybe they got reasoning why they got people where they at.
I'm pretty sure they factored in skills, record sales, influence. Like, I'm pretty sure it was a hodgepodge of all those different things. You know what I'm saying?
Is Nicki Minaj the highest female rapper on there?
Yeah, she's the highest female rapper on there.
Mm-hmm. Before Lil Kim.
Like I said, 5, 6, and 7 is real questionable to me. Those 3 being that high. I'm not saying LL shouldn't be in the top 10, top 15 if they factor in everything. Absolutely. But 5 is a bit too high. 50 at 6, that's real too high for me, especially if you not factoring. Like, if you thinking about, like, all right, LL's acting, 50's Hollywood stuff. If that's all in there, then maybe I can understand why they 5 and 6. If not, that's crazy. That's crazy. Nicki at 7 is just wow crazy to me. I'm not mad at DMX, Busta, and KRS-One rounding out the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
KRS, Busta, DMX, top 10. I would even put 50 Cent probably closer to the top 10 or 11, close. He's somewhere there. Gotta respect the OGs and Rakim. I'm not saying they should be 4 or whatnot, but he in that top 10. I got him somewhere. You could debate where exactly.
Prodigy at 11 is crazy.
He's so short-lived. Big was short-lived too, but
no, Prodigy wasn't short-lived. He had hella music, bro. He just passed a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was more recently. Yeah. But him at 11 is, I don't know. That's wild. Like, the people that he's ahead of at 11 is crazy to me.
He break bread, ribs, and $100 bills, man.
I fuck with P. I fuck with Bandana P, man.
Ghostface, they got Prodigy better than Ghostface. MF Doom.
Ghostface ain't better than Ray.
Nicki at 7 is laughable. Danica said, "Oh,
they got Prodigy better than Jadakiss." Wow.
Yeah, that's egregious.
Ghost ain't better than Ray. Like, to me personally, I don't know. That's crazy. And they got him like 13 spots higher than Raekwon.
MF Doom was from New York.
Yeah, and the fact that he's 14 is wild too.
Yeah, I didn't even know MF Doom was from New York. Niggas just taught me something.
I think like Long Island or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's not New York. That don't count.
I think it's something like that.
Jadakiss is on here. Styles Pinero. Yeah. They got Styles P46.
Yeah, this list is. I
don't know, man. Fabulous 43.
I feel like y'all getting way too deep into this list because I didn't even want to talk about the list. I just wanted to talk about the fact that Max B walked out because he wasn't on it. The lists are meant to be some bullshit 99% of the times because they just want you to talk about it.
How Boogie with the hoodie get up there?
So you saying Styles P is just a little bit better than A Boogie with the hoodie? Just a little bit better. But, Cardi B at 25. Nah, after my ass off. This list a joke.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But
remember though, this is complex again. So they all on their top 50 shit right here, and they keep fucking up. Because remember, we talked about it a couple weeks ago with the black TV show list. Like,
they ain't having Living Color on there,
and a whole bunch of other bullshit was on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they always gonna make shit lists, man. Here's another one.
Right, man. They got.
Yo, they was talking about this on Let's Rap About It. They shit, and I forgot which one of them it was, but they didn't know who Paz was from De La Soul. They was like, "Who the fuck is this nigga?" And they like, saying his name, and they're like, "I don't even know him." And then I think Fab had to be like, "Yo, that's son from De La Soul," and they was like, "Oh, all right." That's why that they didn't even know who it was. I forgot. I think it might have been
I
think it might have been Jim.
But I mean, if you ain't want to talk about the list, Jay, what you thought about Cardi? I mean, Max B walking out. What you thought? You thought it was just funny? What you thought about it?
It was hilarious. It created an internet moment because obviously people talking about it because of that. And I just think it's funny that the nigga looking at the list like, hold up, y'all think all 50 of these niggas better than me? And I'm out. like I think that was a standing on business moment. He stood on business right there. I don't agree with the business he stood on, but I agree with the principle. You think all 50 of these niggas is better than me? Fuck, I'm even on your platform for that. Yeah.
He said, I'm surprised African Bambaataa not on there. I was crying. Rest in peace, African Bambaataa.
Max B got to realize 99% of the places that he at right now didn't really want him there. They wanted French, and you just went French.
That 50. They put Mos Def on the list. I like that they put Mos Def on the list though.
As he should be.
Man. Yeah, Method Man, Mos Def, Slick Rick, Cameron. It's certain you gotta put on there. Run, Q-Tip, Lloyd Banks. I'm glad Lloyd Banks made this list, man. I think he get overlooked probably outside of the region. Like New Yorkers, we respect his handle and all of that, but just nationally, I don't know if he gets as much recognition. But he's dope.
But the thing is, if I'm doing a list, I'm doing a list based on skill most of the time. This list isn't based on skill, because if this list was based on skill, Lloyd Banks would be a lot higher, I think. And like this list is based on all of that bullshit, like influence and
record
sales and everything. Like, I hear you, but
I think longevity is definitely part of this, because I think longevity is the reason that Hove got it over Big, basically. And that's a lot of people's argument when it comes down to that, debate.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I guess I respect the list for what it is, but I mean, it is what it is. But I don't like it at all. You know what I mean?
I don't got no respect.
I think
I
they could have been way better with this shit.
I spit on this list.
I let's respect this.
I spit on their list. I say they list is trash. Whoever made this list should never list things again. Don't even make a grocery list.
I was just about to say that shit, man. You're not even allowed to do shit, man. Just go to the store.
That shit automated. They get that shit automated from now on.
Money Mike Jizza is up there. Dak ain't up there, which is wild. I saw Jizza. Where's Jizza?
Yeah, Jizza. Let me fix the screen.
He was somewhere.
32.
Yeah, there you go. 32.
Cool G Rap, Big L, Mace, Pop Smoke, Raekwon.
Pop Smoke 27 is crazy. Rest in peace, respectfully, but that's crazy.
Mace, Big L, Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap was huge for New York rap.
Cool G Rap is animal, man.
And they got him at 30 under. Wait,
that's why the Juice Crew was so crazy.
They blanked out Fat and Fat Joe.
Yeah. I guess that's not politically correct.
You can't call a nigga Fat Joe no more.
That's his name.
Yeah, Money Mike said. Money Mike said no papoose. I think papoose should have been on there.
Nicki Minaj, but you blank out Fat and Fat Joe.
And now it's more disrespectful because it looked like you just calling him F Joe.
Yeah, it looked like fuck Joe.
You're right. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's more disrespectful.
Yeah, they got to stop making lists. Yo, I got a list of people who need to stop making lists. How about that?
Complex is number one with a bullet, man.
We need to make a list of that.
Word, let's do that shit like in the next couple weeks, man. Make a list of shit, not like don't make a list no more, man. For real, man.
Yo, Complex, if y'all listening, I need y'all to make a list of people who need to stop making lists, and make sure y'all put yourself on there, your editors, your the people that work, the staff, the record label, and at the crew. And if you would be down with Complex, fuck you too. You know what I mean?
Might as well just let the cleaning crew make a list when they come through at night to clean the offices and everything. Just let them make the list, man. I bet you they'll do a better job.
Nah, did y'all see that this nigga Jim Jones has challenged Cameron to a versus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he challenged Cameron to a versus. He said that Cam is the reason that they lost to the Locks, so he needs to battle him personally.
Salty much?
Is this real life? Like, does he think he actually had the chance? Do you guys think he actually had the chance?
No. I've heard good things.
But you know what's gonna be weird is because they got so many songs together, man. So it's like, who gets what song? Who gets to play what song?
The way I see it, they can't play the songs with them together. Don't play those.
Then that's
Now
like
what?
60% of Jim catalog. That might be
Well,
about
Jim-
30%. That might be 30% of Cam catalog.
The funny shit is, and I didn't fact check this at all, but Jim really might have a bigger catalog than Cam. Like,
You have to
if
fact
you,
But for verses, nah, because it got to be shit people know. He got a lot of shit that don't nobody know.
but I'm just talking about as volume and quantity of songs.
Yeah,
Low key, Jim might have surpassed Cameron's number of songs out, and I can fact check it just to see. But I feel like Jimmy has dropped a lot of albums lately in the past 10 years.
lately,
Like, and Cam has been kind of chilling.
He on first take, man.
Yeah, man. But
Now, I think
I don't even
think
think Jim got a chance in this.
Nah,
I think what's most interesting about this is the transparency of them being hurt the way Locks put Belt the ass. They put Belt the ass on that stage that night, and that shit stuck with them. That shit, we ain't friends no more after this. No soy sauce, no duck sauce, none of that. I ain't inviting you over to play the game, none of that shit. You ain't invited to my next barbecue. Don't call me for nothing. It better be an emergency or some shit. Other than that, don't call me for no kickbacks. None of that.
Yo,
That shit fucked up their whole shit. They ain't cool because of the way Locks put Belt the ass. Jadakiss said, we ain't got his. He said, these niggas got Grammys. He said, them niggas know about grams. We know about Grammys. That shit fucked up their whole Dipset. When Jules Santana tried to jump out in front on the Locks, and the way Jadakiss and them hold it down, even with them trying to lounge like Locks is light work, and he pulled the chair from under them, all that type of shit. They can never forget that shit, bro. That shit caused chaos in the Dipset crew. I'm telling you, man.
No, that shit was years ago, man. He ain't really still hurt over it like that. He's just stirring up shit to get another bag, man. Come on, I keep trying to tell y'all, man. This shit is WWE, man. I watch WWE, so I know how it moves, and I know how they figure out shit to get the crowd riled up. That's all this shit is to get the people talking, so then the people get it, and they, you know what I'm saying, in a couple of months or whatever, and then they get in the bag.
I don't know if I agree all the way, because Jim is an emotional ass nigga. I seen that nigga on Love and Hip Hop crying multiple times. Like, he's emotional, and him and Cam is going through some real brotherly shit right now where they not talking, so on his ego, he thinks, because I just looked it up, he does have 8 studio albums to Cam's 7. He got over 450 songs out. Cam got about 300 songs out. He got 21 mixtapes. Like, in his heart of hearts, he thinks he can win this shit. He thinks he's better than him. He thinks niggas shouldn't be putting me under Cam no more. I'm over Cam right now. But in reality, no, you're not. And you never have been.
Right. Never have been. Like, not on one song did I be like, yo, Jimmy is better than Cam. Or Jimmy got this. Like, not on one song that they was on.
He got him on that song.
I can't think of it neither.
Right.
He had the better verse on that one. I don't remember saying that.
Nah.
But yo, shout out.
Maybe I'm just stirring the pot, but that's what I think it is. And I agree with Pete. Yes, it's money motivated, of course. But yeah, I think that shit left a stain on Dipset jacket. They look unprepared. They look discombobulated. The locks look in sync, in rhythm, clicking on all cylinders. And I mean, it just adds to the legend to why the locks is so great. They just made the locks look greater. It wasn't like Clash of the Titans like it was supposed to be. Dipset could have ran a way tighter shit.
I didn't think it was going to be Clash of the Titans. I thought it was going to be a runaway like it was. But it's hard to put anybody against the locks, man. Honestly.
No, but I remember the lead up to that battle. I remember the lead up. A lot of people had the locks as the underdogs. Like the streets was saying, Dipset. Oh,
this generation.
The Dipset wave in New York was a real thing. Like niggas started wearing BB jackets and Pelés with the stones, all the wallet chains, the Dipset mixtapes that was out. It was similar to the G Unit run. Like it was one of the only mixtape runs that rivaled the G Unit run. People thought Dipset was gonna go up there and wash the locks. But me personally, from knowing skill and rapping and from watching these verses to understand that the older songs hit harder a lot of times. Like if you could play some shit with Big on it, you could play some shit with Mariah Carey on it. Like them songs going to hit. And I don't know, people underestimated the locks, and so did Dipset. And the locks went up there as a trained stage presence crew. They was rapping their lyrics. They wasn't just letting the songs play. They was rapping the songs. Like all of that shit mattered. It looked like they've been performing together for years.
Facts. I was highly entertained, bro. That was my favorite verses. And some of the stuff that I thought they would use in the verses, they didn't even need. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just credit Locks being a well-oiled machine. Dipset, they weren't. It was like you said, P. It wasn't no Clash of the Titans. They looked like they was trying to get it. To them, it looked like it was only about the bag, and they only link up because of that. The Locks, they look like they was chilling. They got so much camaraderie, so much chemistry. You could just see it in the loyalty. Like the last track that they had, like, bruh, they tough, man. I put the Locks versus anybody too, bro. I'm serious, man. But and even him calling out Cam, that would be the equivalent to like Sheek calling out Styles or Styles calling out Jada. As a Locks fan, I don't want to see that. I would never want to see that. They never supposed to go at each other.
It's not the equivalent because you won't see that.
I don't know what the hell you talking about. I would watch that. I don't want to see
that would ever happen.
Hey,
I don't want to see them
if they would do it, but if they gonna put a Jada versus Styles versus, I would love to see it.
Yo, I told y'all, I think the only three people that could probably have a puncher's chance against the Locks is if you take the best three out of the clan, man. I think that's the only way. Like somebody got
Rockefeller. Give me Rockefeller, man.
They not a group though. They a whole label.
Yeah, give me Rockefeller, man.
That's a whole label.
That's not a group. Beans and Bleak.
Yeah, that's not a group, man.
They got enough songs together.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Do
I
they?
wouldn't be that, man.
They
Do
put out
they?
the album.
I wouldn't be a fan of
That
that.
ain't enough. They had 20 songs. They ain't got 20 songs together, all three of them. They ain't got it. They disqualified. They can't even battle the Locks.
Meth is not in my top 3 of the Wu-Tang.
Young Money too.
I would take Meth, Ray, and Ghost against the Locks, and that would be close. I think closer than anybody else, I think.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like nobody is unbeatable, man. Nobody
is pretty close.
Nobody is unbeatable. There's you just got to go up there and do your thing. Nobody's unbeatable though. It's the music, and especially this would be the Locks. It would be the second one as the Locks, but Jadakiss it would be his third if he does another one. But he ain't lose one yet though.
No,
it's the performance too. Like you said, if they know
he embarrassed Fab too.
Mm-hmm.
He embarrassed Fab.
And I honestly thought Fab was going to win that just because my understanding of how Versus went, I thought Fab had more of those kind of hits to pull that victory off, and he took an L.
That energy, man. Jadakiss energy, he performing. I think Fab, he just looked like he was too cool for school, in the cut, chilling. And Jadakiss was performing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when Jules Santana tried to rattle Jadakiss, and he said, "We got Grammys. Them niggas know about Grams. What is he talking about? You cannot rattle Jadakiss. His performance is top tier." Again, I agree with you, Jay. I'm not saying nobody is unbeatable, but I can't see who can beat them. I just don't see who can beat them, bro. I don't see it.
Yo, did you see there was Jadakiss and Fat Joe on their show? They was talking about the fact that Drake dissed DJ Khaled, and Joe was like, "I'm hurt, man. I don't know what to do. Loyalty is a part of the thing." And then Jada was like, "Nah, it's supposed to be musical, man. Well, he know niggas. He got money. He could call somebody." Yeah, but Joe, I think he's just bullying at this point, man. He's like, "Nah, that nigga got money." That shit had me weak. Yo, Jada keep it real. That's why I fuck with Kiss, man. He definitely keep it real, cause nigga, bullying is a strong word. Especially getting bullied by Drake is crazy.
Right. Like stop it. I think if Drake get a hold of that clip, he might be surprised. Like, somebody thought I bullied them for real?
Like, this nigga Joe. But Joe is a loyal guy, so of course he's gonna feel away. But it's music. If you feel away, get in the booth and get somebody on the track and say another one, and let them go off. Like, go get Kendrick, get him on some shit.
Let somebody write like a good 2 or 4 bars for you in the middle of a verse, so that way you actually saying a little something on 2 bars or 4 bars. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, I don't think it's music. Like, and even when Drake is taking all of this shit so serious, it's music. But you do the thing. Now, I mean, people gonna like what they gonna like, and everybody said Drake was dead. He's back.
I heard James.
What was the status about though? He was like, and the worst part is he did it on his hottest shit. He dissed him on his hottest.
What song is it that he dissed him on? Because I remember.
I don't even
I
know.
can't remember. I know it's the song where he said everything not black and white and red and green, because he's saying Khaled didn't say free Palestine. No, either they still waiting for you to say free Palestine. I guess it ain't all black and white and red and green. I remember the bar, but I don't even remember what song that was from.
So many songs to remember
for him to say it was the hottest shit.
I heard the
you want to
Genius.
talk about Joe Budden being Janice?
Yeah, I was about to say I heard that song.
Shit before.
I heard that song, and it's probably one of his biggest songs that I heard. And I just don't like that they got him on this. He beat Michael Jackson level. I don't get that vibe. Like he can't just be good and great at who he is. He putting up that kind of numbers where he beat Michael Jackson. It just almost seems unbelievable to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised. I'm really not feeling like he really. And I'm trying to weigh it. Like, is he on Michael Jackson's level because he beat Michael Jackson numbers? It doesn't feel that way to me. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
Somebody pointed out that he got a little bracelet on under the glove that says Iceman on it, and that's supposed to be for Taylor Swift too, because Taylor Swift had some sort of record and he beat her record too, so he had a little Taylor Swift shot under there too. But he beat Hove record too. He's beating a lot of records.
And if Janice Shut the F Up is the record that's beating all of these records, bruh, like I'm just, after what happened with him and Kendrick, and this is supposed to be his super duper comeback, and I just, it don't feel real to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand that it's really happening, and I'm not drawn, bro. I'm just, I'm not saying the music is bad. But saying that he on Michael Jackson level because of all of this stuff that they're saying that's going on, I don't feel that way. Bro, I understand what it really is, but it doesn't feel
like I can understand
like he's
why
on Michael Jackson level.
I can understand why you're in denial because you one of the Kendrick fans and shit. I mean, I get it.
No, I'm talking about Michael Jackson. I'm talking about Michael Jackson.
No, but
I don't feel like he's on Michael Jackson level. Like you saying he doing Michael Jackson numbers. Bro. I remember when Michael Jackson was doing those numbers. It don't feel the same way. It don't.
Because you're a grown ass man. But ask them little kids that was little kids growing up watching Drake. Like, remember when Jay-Z said, "I did this shit for 6 summers. Damn, where's the love?" This nigga Drake been doing this shit for a lot of summers, and even last year when he took that year off, it was a noticeable missing to something in music. A lot of people felt that. And it's just like, Drake is a staple in the feel-good music community, or in sometimes the rap community, or sometimes the R&B community. Like, he makes a lot of different types of music. He makes pop music. Pop music stands for popular. Like, he makes popular music. People like to listen to that shit. Right. Shit gets played. So he got a lot of fucking hits. He got a lot of hit albums. Like, having more hit. Because remember when Jay-Z took down the Beatles to have the number one albums released, the most number one albums. Drake got that shit now. He got 15 number one albums. Like,
I respect it.
Right. Like I said, Breeze, you ain't the target audience, man. I've accepted I'm not the target audience. You gotta accept that you're not the target audience.
Yeah. I respect it. And
I think it's hilarious that Joe Budden is Janice, though. Because I was trying to figure out who Janice is. And then they was going back and forth with the Sopranos shit, saying it was from Janice Shut the Fuck Up from the Sopranos, likening somebody to Janice. And I was trying to figure out who Janice was. But the fact that it's Joe Budden is hilarious. And then when you really look at the lyrics after that, like he's like, if I call your girl, I bet that she picking up. And the other, like, I know how you OGs is rocking, talk about him and Jay-Z. Like, it aligns now that I look at it. And in the video, this nigga Joe been flexing his Ferrari for a few months now. This nigga in the video showing that he got multiple better Ferraris. Like, you got the entry level Ferrari and I got the big boys right here. Like, it makes sense that he's talking about Joe. But I think that's just hilarious. Not even calling the nigga Joe, calling the nigga Janice.
Yo, you know what? It just hit me, bro. It just like an epiphany as you were saying all of this about Drake. You know why I really just don't think that the battles to me hit well. Like it just seemed like he out there having a pillow fight with people instead of actually lyrically sparring. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what the battle part, like all of the other shit, like it is what it is. But like when you want to start the sparring, the lyrical sparring, like yeah, like it's just a pillow fight, man.
He said he says like little petty shit, little petty jabs, like shit that you'll get mad at if it's you, because he's talk like the other shit where he was talking about that he fucked his bitches. He's not going to just say I fucked your bitch. He's going to say you don't know which one of your bubble tings I bought through the double gates at Lover's Lake or whatever he say. Like, yeah, you mad. I mean, like, yeah, that's a cool little bar, but when your bubble ting really did go to Lover's Lake, it hit a little different.
Yeah, but I mean, even if how many years ago was that? He ain't with Shorty no more. Like,
no, true, but
that ain't that's even. Why let somebody tell me that they smashed something that I used to smash. I'm gonna be like, I like, cool, like,
but he also said,
I'm not smashing no more.
That's a true bar. Even if it's a true bar, it's not like a lyrical.
No, true.
It might be true, but it's not lyrical.
What about if he says, if I call your girl right now, I bet she's picking up. And you know that she might.
Then that's between her and Drake.
I'm talking about different. I'm talking about different kind of bars. Those are, to your point, that would be true bars in that scenario. But is he lyrical? Like lyrically, is he dissecting his opponent? You know, we all watch battle rap, so like, that's what he doing? And is he's saying he's doing that? He's attacking a podcaster, Joe Budden. He's attacking a podcaster.
Yeah, that was part of it.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Who's he attacking the most? Because Kendrick tried to chop his head off, but one of your biggest songs is attacking a podcaster. I'm just saying, if this guy trying to chop your head off, and then you trying to fight this guy, he's squirting a water gun. Like,
what are you saying? Because you're saying you just saying.
I'm saying he should be spending more of his energy trying to do what Kendrick did to him, opposed to going at Joe Budden. Is Joe Budden really damaging him? Like, what is Joe Budden doing? How is Joe Budden impacting his career in a negative way?
Joe Budden, when that song was out, was like being a talking head. You perpetuate certain narratives, and if you're sitting there saying this guy is a corpse, Kendrick is out here killing him and putting that out there, Drake is whack now. You doing all of that, saying it to the audience goes with those narratives, and he's addressing the narrative of that. And on top of that, he does have songs coming at Kendrick. He's coming at Kendrick all over this album. But if the people gravitate towards beat, baby, because nobody took this as a diss for real until you listen to it. But people is listening to it because of beat, baby. You thought you had me in the deep sleep, baby. Like, people just like the bop, the melody.
He bringing daffodils to a knife fight, man.
I feel like
that's what he's doing, man.
It's very similar to what he did with Meek on Back to Back. Like, he made a hit record that he just so happened to be dissing you on. But was it a diss record? Maybe. But it was just a hit record that you're getting dissed on. So every time they, just like the other shit where Kendrick DJ Head had to make an edited version of the song because they can't just not play the song. They like, let me take out the Kendrick disses so I can play the song peacefully without it dissing Kendrick. But nigga, if you don't like the song and he's dissing your man, don't play the song. But y'all think it's that hot that you have to play it. So now I just gotta blank out where he dissed Kendrick and where he dissed DJ Mustard. Like, I feel like that's stupid. Just don't play the song.
All of that shit is stupid, man. Cause you can make hit songs and still diss people and they be actual like good responses, not just like the responses, I don't know, bro. It's just, like it was no like real thought behind wordplay and
Nah,
talking about shit. It was just it's a pillow fight, man. Like I said, like
see,
just
I can't.
terrible, man.
I
And like
can't.
Bree said, Kendrick was coming for his head, like trying to chop his head off in his career. And this is what he made people wait 2 years for.
Yeah, see, I disagree with the no thought, no wordplay, and all that. I will agree with the fact that he's not up there calling him a pedophile or no shit like that. But he did call him a woman beater. You know what I mean? That's what he's calling him, and that's what he's calling him. Like just like the shit he said. Dre is supposed to be his mentor, and then he said if you take the AK out of Drake, then maybe he's talking about the whole woman beater shit. Like all of this shit is tied back into something. He's being very lyrical with it. Is it fucking as direct as Kendrick Lamar was? No, but he is being lyrical. He is saying things. It's just he got 35 songs and he has a lot of songs on the charts. Like, I think he's taking the like Tupac was being very, very direct, but Big and Bad Boy chose to put out hits.
Yeah, but Big's bars and those hits, that's a perfect example. They were really high level bars, man. Like, think about it. He wrote a whole song that's a hit about smashing Anthony Mason's girl.
Okay.
And Anthony Mason ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Like that song is a hit song. Mm-hmm. And it was about some real life shit, but it was cleverly written, like so cleverly written. It was a story, like a real life story. Shit is crazy.
Definitely.
Okay. Listen, I can't be mad at y'all opinions, but I don't think y'all listen to any of this shit. So I don't know if you can have.
I listen to enough of it to know it's not for me.
How much of it is that?
I probably listen to about a whole album's worth. If it's 3 albums, I've listened to chunks from each one, so probably about an album worth of songs. Yeah, I probably heard like 12, 13, something like that.
Because I'm definitely not going to sit here and say I listen to all of them neither. I listen to whatever came up on my YouTube. I watched some of the videos. I listened to some of the bars. And I think he has, like, let me think the good ones that I heard. Whisper My Name, fire. Make Them Remember, Make Them Pay, and Make Them Cry. All 3. Those he's rapping, fire. The Too Hard for the Radio. That's the Bay Area joint where they said they're trying to divide LA and the Bay Area, and now he's bigging up Steph Curry instead of LeBron. Like, fire. What else? The one where he dissing A$AP Rocky and made Rihanna go to A$AP Rocky shows and post his lyrics now. Fire. What's that one called? Damn, I can't remember. I don't know. Y'all might know in the chat, but it's Not Like Us harder than Back to Back. Not Like Us, I fucked with. I fuck with the song, but the only thing I didn't fuck with was really the pedophile angle. Like, I didn't think that was a cool angle to go with. But if that's whatever wins the battle these days. And the same thing in battle rap. You could say whatever, because it ain't really no rules to rap. You say whatever.
So hold on, let me ask. You think he just used Kendrick? You think Kendrick just used that as an angle to beat him in a rap battle? Or do you think that was true about what's going on with Drake?
No, I think it's just an angle that he used in a rap battle.
So you don't never think he might have smashed something questionable?
Bro, this nigga Kendrick had niggas in his crew that got indicted for fucking sex trafficking and shit like that. But he's using it in a rap battle against another nigga. If you cared that much, what about the niggas next to you?
I'm just saying. I don't know. If
It ain't. It's a rap battle. These things, just like
it's
Jada
true, you can
said,
say it. Even if it's not true, you can say it. Like that's the thing. Like you
right,
said,
right.
like
It's a battle.
no
So in a
rule.
battle, you gotta defend yourself, or you say so. You gotta divert the attention back to the other nigga somehow. But that's just an inflammatory word. Like so, especially in these times.
But if he knows it is true or might be true, I'm not mad at him for using it.
Yeah, but I don't. Me personally, I don't think it's true. I think it's just a narrative. So you see something, say something, make some good punchlines around it. It's a great angle.
So you think he just completely made it up and then it didn't come from no type of anything?
No type of actual truth, no. But it came from the fact that the nigga, they showed what it came from. Like the nigga had one of them young celebrity girls or whatever. She had his number or something like that. But he's fucking Drake. If you meet Dakota Fanning or somebody, yeah, they may ask for Drake's number. And Drake, like, I don't think he's trying to fuck Dakota Fanning or whoever the little girl was or whatever.
I was about
like,
to say Dakota Fanning, like a grown ass woman. Now,
yeah, it was some Dakota.
Like 30 or something.
It was some Dakota or something like that. But I don't think he's actually trying. But Millie Bobby Brown, okay. Like, I don't think, no. Like, the nigga performs at the Kids' Choice Awards. So would there be kids there that had Drake's number that are celebrities that could call Drake and FaceTime their friends and say, look, I know Drake? Probably. But
yeah, J. Cole took the biggest L for me because that was my dog in the fight. And then when he decided to drop out, I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm sitting this one out too. But you know, not like us had bars, man.
Yeah, J. Cole not getting involved because he was already involved. It kind of, I was surprised for one. I never thought he would do that. So, and then how he did it was real heartfelt, if you would, for lack of better words. Sat down on the stage, talking to thousands of people,
yeah, I keep telling you,
and had a heart to heart. Like before he got in a real rap battle with Kendrick Lamar, I never would have thought that he would have did that.
nigga,
I'm still kind of flabbergasted. Like, wow.
I could not have been on J. Cole team because if I was there, I would have pulled the fucking plug. Like he would have never got to say that. Like soon as he would have started saying that shit, whole concert would have went. I'd have pulled the mic out, cord, everything would have went black. They'd have thought it was a blackout. That would have never happened. That would have never happened. No way would that happen. If I was on J. Cole team, I'd have pulled the fucking plug. He'd have been saying it, but nobody would have heard it.
Right. No, I feel you on that because
no way.
You can't really come back from that.
No way would I have let that get out.
You can't really come back from that. And I'm not mad at him for him making a personal decision for his life, his mental health, his well-being, you know, the reasons he made that decision. But he had to know that he was going to permanently damage his career.
Nah, I'm mad at him. I'm mad at him because, nigga, it's just music. Just like Jadakiss said earlier, it's just music. What are you talking about?
Yo, that shit that Hove was talking a couple weeks ago, he, you know, J. Cole might have been one of the first people that Hove had that conversation with, and then J. Cole took it to heart, you know?
Yeah, and that's what Drake said.
No.
Drake said, y'all niggas gotta talk the Hove for a second decision. Me, I stood 10 T's and accepted the mission. Like, that's why I could never forgive him. Like it is what it is. Like, bro, how you get in the battle, throw out the song, and then delete it? I've never seen this before. I've never seen that. And then you the one who started the whole Big Three thing. Like, you got on the song saying, we the Big Three. And then a nigga come on the song saying, fuck the Big Three, it's Big Me, nigga. Then just you put out a song, and then you delete it. And I gotta get into a rap battle with this nigga.
Yo, he threw the grenade. He threw the grenade, and while that shit was in the air, he ran. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like he hit that shit.
Yeah.
Oh
This
man.
is wow, yo.
Yo, that shit is hilarious to me still. Like,
Right.
see, and that's the thing with all of these
Because
niggas.
Drake didn't say that. Drake didn't say nothing about no big three. That was all J. Cole. That's the funny
Yeah.
thing.
Right. But I'm just a fan of good music. So I'm going to listen to whatever's good. And whether it's this one, this one, or that one. If I like it, I like it. So I don't care. I'm never going to say Not Like Us was a bad song. I just don't want to be dancing, doing a jig to a song about pedophilia. Like, that's just not my, that's just, it's not my
like,
vibe.
I don't even think, to me, like, I understand why it was such a hit, but traditionally, like, that's not a hit type song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you say that? I feel like that shit was catchy as fuck. It was so, it had an infectious type of hook.
Yeah, but not something like
bop. Like, you can't listen to that song and not
when you say dancing in the club, I don't see that part to it. Like, not really. Like crip walking, yeah, but other than that, fuck you really doing to that?
That shit got a bop to it, yo.
It do. Like, shit is catchy as hell. That thing.
And everybody, that's some shit you can stand on the couch and tell niggas they not like us, no matter who it is. Like, if they broke, they not like us. It's just a catchy, you could say it, it's Instagrammable. Like, it was a great song.
Yeah. Y'all heard Jay-Z explanation on why he chose Kendrick for the halftime show? He was like, it wasn't because he did that to Drake. He just had the hottest song. He's like, he just had the hottest song. You know, he was basically saying, like, I didn't specifically choose Kendrick because he did that to Drake. He just chose Kendrick because he was hot. Yeah, and I just thought it was fun.
I don't believe that for a fucking second. The fact that the fact that Drake was about to take his #1 album shit, this nigga was trying to make sure that, you know, knock him down a peg. You know what I mean? Just like they said, just when LeBron was about to break the record for the most points and shit like that, that's when this nigga Michael Jordan okayed the Last Dance footage just to put himself back out there a little bit, let people know who really is the GOAT. Like, niggas got to do that sometimes. Like, let me let this nigga know, knock him down a peg, get this guy up a peg. So, it's, you know, GOATs like to play games like that. But it is what it is.
Speaking of playing games, did y'all hear that? I don't know if this is true. This is the source is Baller Alert. But did y'all hear that Nike playing games with Meek Mill? It says Meek Mill is big mad at Nike for dropping a Dreams and Nightmares LeBron 23 without giving him a heads up first. The Philly rapper called out the brand on social media asking why nobody hollered at him before using his iconic album title of the $235 sneakers. And I heard he got it branded, but they don't say it here, right here. I heard he got it trademarked, rather.
Yeah, if he's got it trademarked, then maybe he got, you know, something to it. But if not, like, seriously, he mad because he named his album that and they named. Nah, stop.
No, but the thing is, he did trademark it, but he trademarked it after he saw that. Like,
so he can't do shit.
Trademark right after he saw that, but it's like,
why you the date is the truth.
It's your biggest song. It's your biggest song. It's iconic. It's cultural. Yes, you want them to call you if they coming out with a sneaker named after it, but do they have to? No, because you didn't have your business in order. If you had your business in order, then you would be Gucci.
Right. Yeah. Like people be killing me with that type of mentality. Oh, just because I, you know, did this means that I got the rights to everything of that. Sure, if you can legally make that happen, absolutely you do. But if it's just off GP, fuck out of here.
Right. All right. Someone said bag talk, but you don't got no mouth when the money bag talk. But I don't know,
That's a
bro.
Drake song or something. I don't know.
No, I think that some Meek shit.
Right, probably.
Meek Millie
Oh.
from Philly. Shout to Meek though, and I get what he's saying, but it's like Meek, you've been in this game for too long. You're not one of these young dudes. Like you've been in this game for a long time. You know how this goes.
Mm.
And then trying on Twitter ain't gonna do nothing. But at least it made him go put in the patent for it now. Now let's
Right.
see if he gets the patent.
Right. So if somebody else come out with something with that, then now he's got a right to it.
But
Yo, y'all talking about suing? Y'all seen the government is trying to sue Chick-fil-A?
nah.
Nah, what happened?
Why they no Chick-fil-A?
Take one guess.
The government suing Chick-fil-A. You got me. I'm stumped.
Because they closed on Sundays. They say it's unconstitutional to not give people the rights to come to their establishment on Sundays. Other places are open 7 days a week. They should be open 7 days a week. So I'm gonna pull up the article because it's not the whole federal government, but it is.
Get the fuck out of here. They can't do that.
But suing them is just extreme.
We
Like,
preserve the right to. First of all, that's some fat shit. Like America is a fat ass country to sue a restaurant for not being open 1 day of the week. Y'all want that chicken that bad? Go cook.
Okay.
Right.
And now the real deep part that they brought up to it is because they're saying that they are there's religious discrimination going on because there's a worker that says he can't work Saturdays because he, observes the Sabbath.
Uh-huh.
And they won't give him those days off because they saying he got Sunday off, and that's the holiday he's supposed to get off. So it's they bringing up like a point to give it legs. So
I can see that. They just gotta give him Saturdays off. Because the reason why they're closed on Sundays is because that's supposed to be their day of work. So
right.
They gotta give him Saturdays off.
So that's why they got the angle of the loophole of religious discrimination. So that might be, yeah, like that right there. It's a very valid point. So do they stay open on Sundays now? Or
when Nikki was dissing Meek with that one on Yikes. Okay, got you.
Do they stay open though? Like what do they do, man?
No,
I thought that was crazy when I seen that, and then we was just talking about people suing and shit. So
give that man Saturdays off. That man needs Saturdays off to worship his God. And if you are closing every single establishment on Sundays for people to worship, why wouldn't you give that man his day off? That is discrimination, and he deserves his day off.
And the crazy thing about that is a lot of Chick-fil-A's are franchised. So, you know what I'm saying? They're owned and operated by not people in the Chick-fil-A corporation. And that's a clause in the contract, though, if they decide to open up a location and use their branding and basically NIL type shit, name, image, and likeness, and stuff like that, they have to agree to that in the contract saying you will never open on Sundays.
Okay. Well,
for brand integrity. Because I've met a few people that own like Chick-fil-A's, and sometimes it's a dude or a woman who may own like a couple, like in close neighborhoods to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of those restaurant franchisees do.
Yeah, but I think every franchisee is certain rules they have to abide by to stay with the brand, the alignment of the brand. So I get that, but all I'm saying is they got to give that man his day off.
I knew a dude who owned 2 Buffalo Wild Wings, and he kind of compromised some brand integrity, so they snatched him from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I agree with Jay. I think it should be across the board. If everybody wants that same respect for their whatever their faith is. So yeah, you want that to be clear across the board that everybody is equal. You know, everybody has the same rights. So, yeah, man. Damn, that's interesting. Though.
Speaking the same rights, you see the NBA anti-tanking rules came out.
Nah,
Yeah, I see that.
They got the official rules. I'm about to send that over right now. But yeah, it came out like I think 3:00 this afternoon. They agreed on it. It's approved. So
I did a show on it earlier, and in a nutshell, they said it's only for 3 years.
yeah,
They're gonna
so
show the lottery balls.
So now you say only for 3 years. No team can receive 3 straight top 5 picks. So you can't be in the top 5 for 3 straight years.
No, I'm saying they're gonna revisit this after 3 years.
That don't apply to us because we ain't received a top 5 yet.
Right.
So,
so the lottery expands from 14 to 16 teams. The bottom 3 teams receive reduced odds for the number 1 pick. There's a new 3-2-1 lottery system that begins with the 27 draft. I don't know what 3-2-1 lottery system really means. No team can win the number 1 pick in consecutive years. No team can receive 3 straight top 5 picks. And lottery odds are flattened to incentivize winning. So basically, nobody is going to get more ping pong balls than the other.
Good for these losers that want to lose on purpose to try to win. Good for them.
I'm not mad at them changing it, but I'm not mad at people taking advantage of the rules.
People are going to find a way to take advantage of these rules too. Every rule people try to find a loophole for, but I think that's just a dishonest, low down, dirty piece of shit way to play a game.
That's how NBA franchise and most pro franchises run it, man. They got that ridiculous mentality. Remember Al Davis, man? Cheat, what was it? Cheat to win or some shit like that. The Raiders used to say, man.
Mm-hmm. I remember that was in my locker room. I mean, when I was in the Raiders, and I get it. Like I get it because if you don't do it, other teams are gonna do it, and that's who you're competing with. But I feel like you should try to win. Like I never want to be on the team that's going out there trying to lose on purpose. Like that is a horrible, horrible, horrible fucking precedent to set. And
it's 82 games too, man. That's a lot of games to have that mindset.
That's ass.
That's why they did what they did, man. That's why management, if you look at both years that they actively tanked, right? The first year, they let it run too long to where the team was showing like they could play good and winning games they shouldn't have won and stuff like that. And then they pulled the plug later on in the year. The second year, they pulled the plug way earlier because they were like, yo, we waited too long last year to pull the plug, so let's pull it earlier this year. But both years, they pulled the plug. They put out there a team out there, kind of like the movie Major League, that wasn't supposed to do much. And then all of a sudden, they gelled and started doing good together, and it was better than expected. In Major League, they didn't pull the plug, but with the Nets, they pulled the plug both times, man. And shit is crazy because you kind of kill young players' confidence with shit like that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But again, I was one that said they should tank because I knew other teams were going to tank. So I'm like, fuck it. If other teams are going to do it, we need to do this shit too because it's only going to help us or try to help us in the long run. But now that the system is fixed or they've changed it to try to fix it, I'm totally with that too because the system is broken. Like, rules are put in place for a reason because people take advantage of shit, and then that's when they put in a rule to try to stop that shit. So,
yeah, but no matter what rule you put in, people are gonna try to fucking bend it.
No, yeah, absolutely.
But that doesn't mean
a little bit more you got to do to bend. You know what I'm saying? This seems because like think about it. Some teams like I think about when I the one that I think is the hugest shit for me is no team can receive two actually. No team can receive 3 straight top 5 picks, and no team can win the number 1 pick in consecutive years. So it's a couple of teams that I think about, like in particular. First and foremost, I think about the Clippers back in the day when they were terrible, but they were stockpiling top 5 pick after top 5 pick. You know what I'm saying? When they got Darius Miles and Elton Brand and Odom and all of them dudes, like they was just stockpiling picks. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of nice dudes, and then all of a sudden they had a squad. And then when I think about the you can't have back-to-back number 1 picks, I think about Orlando. The Magic would never be the Magic if they didn't get back-to-back number 1 picks. Because remember, they got the number 1 pick in 92 and they took Shaq. And then in 93, they got the number 1 pick again and they took Webber, but they traded Webber to Golden State and they got Penny and 3 first-round picks back, which was still to this day one of the craziest trades I ever seen in my life. To trade down only 2 picks, but still have to give up 3 future firsts. That trade was crazy. The Magic GM was a hell of a GM. I forgot his name. I can't remember it right now, but I watched the documentary on him, and like that dude, man, he was a great GM, man. The only thing that he fucked up in is letting Shaq get away, and he mentioned that in that documentary, that he didn't handle that shit right.
I don't know if this changes much, honestly. Like,
teams like that would never exist again.
You can't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, never will exist again because of that rule. Well, as long as that rule's in place.
I guess the number 1 pick isn't always the best player.
No, absolutely not. But if you think about it,
they said
the Magic don't get the number 1 pick the next year, which means they don't get Chris Webber and they don't get the chance to trade for Penny Hardaway. And now that team never exists.
The most recent one was the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2013 and 14. They got the number 1 pick back to back and got Anthony Bennett and Andrew Wiggins. What the fuck did that do for them?
Nothing.
Like, I think the closest thing is what the Spurs did. They should be trying to prevent what happened with them. They got Wemby.
They didn't get back-to-back number 1 picks. But then, all right.
No, so I'm just saying that they got top 5 picks in like 3-4 years in a row. They got 3 top 5 picks in Castle, Wemby, and Harper. You know, yeah, like they should be trying to prevent that.
That's 3. They just trying to limit it to 3. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's gonna happen for nobody else no time soon.
Like
that happened for OKC. You forgot how that team was
No, I'm talking about since as a recent. I don't think it happens again because of this new rule they implemented. I don't
the rules are not to prevent 3 in a row, bro. This is what I'm saying. The rules are to prevent 4 in a row. Because they giving you 3 times that you can get top 5 picks. Like they're not saying you can't, they're not saying it's only 2. And a lot of teams are built with 3 top 5 picks. Like that's why I mentioned OKC, because KD was number 2, Russ was number 4, and Harden was number 3 in back-to-back years.
Yeah, they claimed that.
But then they could get 2, 3, and 6 though.
Nah, but what I was telling Breeze, because Breeze mentioned the Spurs, and the Spurs was Wemby at 1. I think Castle was like 3, and Dylan Harper was 2. And I was like, he was like, so that won't happen again. And I was like, no, you can get 3. Like you just can't go more than 3. And that's why I mentioned the OKC shit, because like you could do 3. A lot of teams have 3. But that's what the NBA is saying is no more than 3. Because the Clippers was more than 3. The Clippers was like 4 or 5. They was stockpiling, because even though they was getting dudes, they still wasn't getting better.
Yeah.
They had like, I think 5, 6, 7 years, something like that, consecutive drafting in the top 5 at one point. That shit is going.
I mean, I feel like the Wizards, they did well in this as recent as well too. Like I want to see how good this team going to be, because usually they get draft picks, and they haven't been successful with none of the draft picks. Not no long playoff runs, not no consistent duos like Tatum and Brown. Nothing impressive, nothing that jump off the screen for me. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised they got the number one pick after Bam scored fucking 80 something points on him. That was crazy. But
so basically,
yeah,
y'all think these rules are gonna make things better?
I think it's not going to be like rampant tanking. Absolutely, I think it's going to be more competitive basketball amongst the lower teams, because that's where, like, against the good teams, where you got the bad teams, you're gonna see uncompetitive basketball a lot of times. But when you got one team that's 10-31 against another team that's 13-29, that's a pretty evenly matched game. It shouldn't be a 30-point game because you sat half your team at halftime or some shit like that. It's going to stop that kind of basketball.
Okay, we'll see. I think people will still tank, even if they can't. If they don't have a chance at a top 5 pick, they'll take 6. They'll still
but the odds are flattened, bro. So it doesn't matter. So the lottery is 1 through 16 now. So let's say if I had the worst record and you had the 15th worst record, we still have the same chance to pick no matter where. The odds are completely flattened. That's the biggest rule. Because when you flatten the odds, like, my chances aren't better than yours. We all got the same chance no matter what.
Yeah, but they still don't want to be 17.
No, 17 is playoffs.
Okay. Well, they still don't want to make the playoffs because they want to.
Because then, if the object is money, which it is, do you understand how much revenue they generate just off of a couple of playoff games? If they make the playoffs and only, let's say they make the playoffs and get swept, which means they only having 2 home playoff games. Those 2 home playoff games is enough. You have, as the business owner of the team, you have successfully won because you made that much bread off of them 2 games.
Okay.
So now, even the teams that make the play-in, the 9 and 10, they still get a chance to be in the lottery, and you still get a chance to compete. I like that a lot.
I was about to say, it looked like it could be a more competitive league if they do this the right way. If they do it the right way, it could be a more competitive league. We'll see.
Because the way how it was before is the teams that was in the play-in, they didn't have a chance at the lottery. So once you even went to the play-in to even play one game in the play-in, no matter if it was a home game or away game, that was it. That was your chance for the lottery. Now, it don't matter. So that would be a loss if you made the play-in, you the team that don't have the home game, and then you take the L. That's a huge loss because now you got no revenue, no playoff game type revenue, money, TV money, none of that shit. And you got no lottery pick. So you basically like in no man's land at that point. Now there's no man's land.
Listen, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but niggas is still gonna find a way to tip the odds in their favor and find if it's about a fucking mentality. If you have the mentality to be a loser and try to skirt the system, you're never gonna try to win. So
but
now
losing isn't gonna skirt the system now. You gotta think of some supervillain shit to skirt the system now.
That was the supervillain shit before, and it's just gonna be some different supervillain shit. Like it's good.
It's my point.
They just want to be bottom feeders.
But you could lose all 82 games and still end up with the 16th pick in the draft.
And before you could lose all 82 games and get top 5, but it
top
wasn't
4,
guaranteed.
Yeah. Now you're not even guaranteed that top 4. Now you definitely getting I mean, not definitely, but you could go anywhere. There's no point to losing now. There was the way the system was before. There was a point to losing, to some degree. Now there's absolutely
but
no.
we still don't know what 3-2-1 means.
Yeah, I don't know what that shit means. So we'll see.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
And it says the lottery odds are flattened, but it doesn't say they're completely flattened. We don't know.
What I know of odds is when the odds are flattened, they're leveled across the board. That's what that term means.
Okay, I don't know if that, and you could be right. I'm not taking away from that, but some of this stuff is still a little vague.
We about to possibly be going into some unruly baseball shit next, man, because the union and the players union.
My fault. You said it means it would be flat and it would be completely equal, but it couldn't be completely equal if the 3 bottom teams got reduced odds for number 1 pick. So
those would be they reduce odds. If you think about it, that's exactly what that means. Because now.
But it wouldn't say only the 3 bottom teams. Then it would say, why say only the 3 bottom teams?
Because remember, the 3 bottom teams used to be guaranteed a certain spot. Now there's no guarantee.
Right. You see the 3-2-1. It says the number represents how many lottery balls each team gets in a draft lottery. 3 balls higher odds at the number 1 pick. 2 balls lower odds than 3 ball teams. 1 ball lowest odds at the number 1 pick.
So what determines that? Go to how it works.
I just thought it's going to be based on the games that you win, but the 3 teams at the bottom are going to get reduced odds. So now they're just going to try to be the 4th team.
Breathe, scroll down. Yeah, right there. It's probably going to show us right there.
It say right here, 16. It say how it works. 16 teams.
See, exactly what I just said. They're going to want to be 4 through 10. They're going to try their hardest to be 4 through 10. Like it's not going to stop it. It's just going to make it different.
But it is going to be a little difficult to make it 4 through 10 than it is to be the bottom teams. You could just be the worst. Go out there, be straight trash juice, and know you're going to be the worst team. With the 4 through 10, you got to manipulate a little more. It's going to look a little more obvious. And if they're going to fine for teams for being obvious for tanking, fine them.
See, now what if a team is,
you don't have to take away, you can leave competitiveness as it is and it'll be fine.
But see, what if team number 7 in the 7th seed, right? They the home team, they got a playing game, they getting all that playoff revenue for that one game, and then they take a L, and now they got to play the winner of the 9-10 game, and then that's another home game for them. And then let's say they take another L, so they lost 2 games in the play-in, but got 2 playoff game type revenues. That's already a win, and then they fuck around getting the lottery, and then get the number 1 pick. That's not an incentive to losing at all. That's the dream that you hope you hit. And now this shit could be a reality to rebuilding teams, because most of the time, teams that's in the play-in is either rebuilding teams, young rebuilding teams, or they teams that's just falling apart with veterans. But most of the time, it's the younger teams. So, to me, I see that shit as opportunity like a motherfucker. Like, I
agree.
Go out there, give it our all with this young squad. Let's get that 7th seed. Even if we lose, we still win.
Right.
The whole season we trying to win. Like, we playing to win. Like, I don't know, man. I don't think tanking is going to be as bad. It's definitely not going to be as obvious, but I don't think it's going to be as bad either. Like, I don't think teams are going to have strategies for it.
I feel like they're going to try to finish 4 through 10. The highest odds is 8.1. They're going to be like, oh, we got to make sure we get that 8.1%. We'll have the highest odds. Because 14.
You know what I think what happened?
But 1 through 3, and then when you got to 4, I think it was a big drop off. Here is not a big drop off. 8.1 to 5.4 is not a big drop off.
It's still the most.
I think where it's going to be changed is trades are going to happen differently too. Like to P's point, if a team is somewhat competitive and they got a chance at a draft pick, a high draft pick, I think, and again, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but hypothetically, you don't know who. You could have players in college like, yo, I'll stay another year in college if I don't get drafted by the specific team. Maybe because of the NIL deals, they negotiate differently. You know what I'm saying? Now that this opens up who they could possibly go to and their role, like if there is a team that is competitive getting into the play-in, and they look at a rookie that could be a top 5 pick. He like, yo, if I was on that team, I could be a starter, I could contribute, and I could get minutes. And they make their decision, not to say it's in their control, but they decide who they want to play with, contingent on who the coach is, how competitive they is, what's their need on the team. You know, if I'm a top 5 point guard that could consider getting drafted, I don't want to go on the bench. I like Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey being on the bench behind marketing or whoever, that shit was a crying out loud shame. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to a place where
you said that was a shame?
Yeah.
Man, Ace Bailey ain't look really good in his rookie year. Are you crazy? What was you?
I'm saying if they gonna draft him that high, if he's that high of a draft pick and he got to come off the bench, I just think he should go to a team where he can start.
But did you see his play? His play is what had him on the bench.
Did they start him immediately?
So he deserved to be started immediately? Does Dylan Harper deserve to be started immediately in San Antonio's backcourt as the number 2 pick? You gonna bench Fox or Castle for Harper?
I'm saying I don't think that teams that are that successful should be getting those players. If they good enough to be on your bench, if your team is good enough to have them coming off your bench.
The playoffs last year. What are you talking about? The Jazz didn't make the playoffs. These are not successful teams, bro. They just got good players. Now the Spurs are successful.
Even if that is the case, if they are drafted that high, which is more my point, if they're drafted that high and they got to come off of the bench, I disagree with Harper coming off of the bench. If you got Fox, I don't think the Spurs had no business getting Harper in the first place. That was just my opinion.
If he was the best player available, you don't make.
I don't think they should have got the number 2 pick.
But I thought
the NBA cheated for them,
bro. Okay, this is what you're not getting. They sucked that year. That's why they got that pick. They were not good. They didn't make the playoffs. They weren't top nothing. So they got the number 2 pick. Now they not supposed to be where they at right now, bro. They are ahead of schedule. They are not supposed to be in the conference finals right now, tying this shit up, about to go to a game 7. They was just supposed to
whooping ass right now.
They overachieving. So for you to sit here and say they shouldn't have drafted Dylan Harper and not start him, bro, you got to look at the history of all sports. Not every top 5 pick starts right away.
Yeah, I still don't like it. That's one of the things that I don't like. I don't like the fact that a player could be drafted at the 2nd in the NBA and he coming off of the bench.
James Harden came off the bench. You was mad about that?
So you're telling me
he's good enough to start. I would want the same thing for Harper. The same way Harper had the same career that Harden had where he left OKC. I'd say I feel the same for Harper. I think Harper could go to another team and be the number 1 guy. The same way James
being
Harden.
the number 1 guy. It's about winning, Breeze.
And I'm
of course,
you rather be the number 1 guy on a losing team rather than be the number 3 or 4 guy on a winning team.
No, I never said that. I said anybody that get drafted. Again, like I said, I thought it was great for the Spurs.
Drafted number 1 and he goes, or number 2 or number 3, and he goes to a team, and in training camp he's getting his ass bust by everybody on the team. They supposed to start him anyway.
That's some entitlement shit.
I'm not saying
you gotta earn
his ass bust. I don't know if Ace Bailey was getting his ass bust.
So if the coach ain't starting him, obviously he wasn't doing well enough to start.
Right, and he barely averaged 10 points a game, and you sitting here talking about he should be a starter. It's a crime he not a starter. Yo, bro, he should have stayed his ass in college another year and worked on his game. That's what he should have did, because he looked terrible at Rutgers, like I was telling y'all all last year.
Yeah, I don't get just giving niggas a spot just because of where they got picked. Nigga, you got picked because you got picked. But once you get picked, you gotta go show and prove why you got picked there if you want to be a starter. And if you're not starting, obviously the coach seen something in him that we did not see.
You know, most athletes, and I'm not even talking. So in basketball, you got two different things. You got an athlete and you got a basketball player. Ace Bailey is more of an athlete than he is a basketball player. And most athletes get drafted off of potential, not their actual ability right now.
Wait, my fault. Not to cut y'all off, but did y'all see Randy Moss, who is the athlete, said that he could come back and play in the NFL right now? He waiting for a team to call him. He said he could still Moss niggas right now to this day.
I'm just glad he's doing better, man. So shout out to him, because he was battling cancer for a while.
I saw that. I was like, oh shit. What if a team really do call him and just have him for an end zone threat?
Nah, that can't happen. After his cancer battle, I think it changed his body a little bit, man. Because he was going through it bad for a little while, man. That's why I'm glad he's doing better, man.
He said he in shape, man. But shout out to him. Glad he's doing better too. But he said that he's ready to come back. He could be an end zone threat for a team, and he can get. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be out there every play. But when they get in the red zone, put Randy in, man.
Yo, but Breeze, back to your theory. That's why I'm glad you are not the GM for any team that I like. Because, oh my God, you would not draft the best player available. You would be like, oh, we don't got a place for him to start on our team. So let's let the other team pick him. We're not going to pick him because he need to start. Like, bro, that is some ass backwards thinking, bro.
If it was up to me, I would have drafted Dylan Harper last year.
But you said the Spurs shouldn't have took him at number 2 if they wasn't going to start him. Bro, that's exactly
I said I felt like the NBA rigged it for the Spurs to get Dylan Harper. That's what I said.
They was ass.
Of course.
Good.
Of course, it's no way possible. They even with De'Aaron Fox, I don't see the Spurs passing on with the success that the Spurs had at the point guard position. I would never think that they would pass on Dylan Harper. I never thought that. God bless you. I never thought that.
I'm about to pull up their record last year, bro, because you think that they was like so good and they rigged it for them to get the number 2 pick. Like, they wouldn't have been in a chance to get a lottery pick if they was good, bro. You know what I'm saying? They would have been in the playoffs.
I mean, he on their team now.
Yo, so here's their record the past couple years. They was 22-60, 22-60, and 34-48. What's good about that, bro?
I didn't hear you. What you said?
22-60, 22-60, and 34 and shit. What was the record? Hold up. What was the last one? 34-48. What's good about those? What's good about them records that they didn't deserve to get high draft picks?
But like I said, I'm not fighting. They already.
Those was the years they got Castle and Harper. The next year, after their first 22-60 season, they got Wemby. After the next 22-60 season, they got Castle. After the 34-48 season, they got Harper. Why didn't they deserve that, bro?
But I ain't saying. I'm just saying, like, if it was
you talking like a fan. That's what I'm saying. You talking out your fan. You talking out your fan hat, bro. Instead of being real, I just feel like I wish that we had him.
I feel like they try to stack that team so they could compete versus OKC. Because if they didn't stack that team to compete versus OKC, OKC was going to run away with it. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. They stacked Wemby with talent.
They was
intentionally
34-48 and 22-60. So they don't deserve a chance to get a good draft pick with them records? Like, bro,
bro. I'm saying the NBA favored them with draft picks, man. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying they don't deserve it. I'm saying the NBA be favoring them. They be favoring them. That's all I'm saying.
Big fan,
but
Breezy.
Not to digress. It just
nah, bro. Because your narrative is asinine, ASA 10, ASA 11, ASA 12, ASA 13, man. Like you not gonna take a player. You're not gonna take a player with a draft pick because he might not start. So you're gonna let the better player go and let the other team take him, but you're gonna take, yeah, bro. That shit. That's
bro,
what.
I ain't never said that. I ain't never said that,
bro.
I ain't never said
you
that.
don't know why Utah took Ace Bailey. You said you don't know why Utah took Ace Bailey. You said you don't know why Utah took Ace Bailey if he wasn't going to start. You said you don't know why San Antonio took Dylan Harper if he wasn't going to start.
Right. He could have came to the Brooklyn Nets for that. He could have came to the Brooklyn Nets for that.
That's what I'm saying. Some fan shit.
Bro, I just don't like seeing top talent come off of the bench.
They want to take because they not going to start. Bro, do you understand how asinine that? Never mind.
Terrible.
It's asinine, bro. It's so asinine, man.
Terrible. But again, like I said, I'm not getting worked up about the Utah Jazz or your opinion about how I look at it. At the end of the day, I feel like
it's ridiculous.
Again, But again, like I said, I'm not getting worked up about that. At the end of the day,
other sports fans chime in on this shit, man, around the world. Because, bro, you really said a team should not take a player if they're not going to start.
Bro, I did not say that, bro. I'm saying that I wanted the Brooklyn Nets to get them if they not. Listen to what I'm saying, without you trying to repeat what I'm saying. I'm saying if they're not going to give that player minutes, that's why I wanted a player like Ace Bailey to come to the Brooklyn Nets, because we would have gave him starting minutes. Now, all that other shit, you could have that. That's not even what I'm mad at.
So they not getting minutes now? Dylan Harper not getting minutes in the Western Conference Finals?
Hold on.
Now you saying they not getting minutes, bro. Like, yo, you all over the place.
Bro, I'm not all over the place. I'm saying I wanted the Brooklyn Nets. I'm saying if the, and again, I digress because you making this a long soliloquy that I should have, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get to the other topic.
We don't got Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper. That's all this shit sound like, bro. It sound like jealousy.
Bro, all I'm saying is talent that get drafted that high in the draft, it'd be nice to see them start. Long story short, regardless of who drafted.
Okay, so let's bench De'Aaron Fox, even though he's a better player than Dylan Harper at this point in his career, just because he was drafted number 2. Let's make our team worse to make Breeze happy.
I'm not even a Spurs fan. What they doing making me happy for? You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing.
You pissed that he not starting?
Bro, I'm like I said, I'm not worked up about it. You keep talking about it like you want to keep talking about it. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, look how much time we got left on the show. How much time you want to talk about it?
It's the most asinine sports take I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, we could disagree. How long do you want to disagree with me when we got 20 minutes left in the show? How long do you want to disagree? Because I'm trying to get to the other topic. I mean, we could disagree all show,
because what we talking contentious, right? So don't go run and be a Care Bear now, man.
Bro, I made my point. What? I made my point. Well,
your point is your point
you
is
want to dance. You think this is the
ASA 11, ASA 12, and ASA 13.
Nah, you want to dance.
That's my point.
I made my point. That's my point already.
That your point is the most awful point I've ever heard.
Like I said, they got a number 2 pick coming off of the bench. And that's some guys just got all the luck. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
number 3 pick coming off the bench when they went to the finals earlier than they should have, when they lost to the Heat. It happens, Breeze.
Bro, I'm not tripping off it. You making a bigger deal out of it than me.
You talking out your fan head.
But you won't stop talking about it.
Oh, they don't even treat their nice things like we would treat our nice things. Oh, I wish we had them. We would treat them so much better. Yo, Breeze, you sound like Drake talking about the Nets.
Nah, you dragging it. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if Harper was on the Nets, he would be getting starter minutes. And it's nice to see any player get drafted top three, top five, start. That's what I'm saying. And again, the reason, hold on, to end my soliloquy, to make my point, this is the significance of teams getting to the 9th, 10th, or getting into the play-in. They could look at rosters like, yo, if I'm on that team, I'm the only thing that team is missing. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to flatten the odds that way, and that's why I said what I said. Now these teams that are being competitive, because I remember, I think it was Atlanta who they got Zachary Ricochet that year. That I think they went to the play-in or something like that. And I was even saying about them, how they get that number 1 pick when they were that good.
You couldn't, under the old rules, you couldn't get the number 1 pick if you went to the play-in.
So he was the number 1, then he went to 2 or something like that happened because
they didn't go to the play-in that year. That's how they got the number 1 pick.
Oh, they must have been close to it. I remember them competing for it or something. They had to be like fighting for the 10th position or something.
It looked like Danica trying to get y'all to change the topic. She said, y'all, oh my God, you watching the BET Awards this year? I think Drewski about to elevate the platform again.
Hold up, though, Danica, real quick. I'm going to always fuck with Breeze when he on his fan hat shit because like I told him before and he got offended and I don't give a fuck, but this ain't the Big Fan Breezy show. This ain't no fan shit, man. We talking real shit.
Bro, like I said, again, you just being contentious, but at the end of the day, you drawing
ain't no fan shit. We talking real shit. You on the wrong show for the fan shit, like, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I talk, like I said, we can have a debate about basketball, bro. I'm not taking this shit from you. You could set the debate up and we could just take it there. And it could be what it's going to be after that. Like I said, but I want the smoke. I'm not going to, bro, like, we're going to continue this topic for how long, bro?
No, we can debate this exact topic. So next week, come prepared as to
I'm
why.
I'm prepared now, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Oh, so
like I said, at the end of the, hold on. At the end of, bro,
why should a top 5 pick start? Why should a top 5 pick start? Let me know. Why should they be guaranteed a starting spot?
Guaranteed a starting spot?
That's what you saying. Jay just basically said if they go to training camp and they get beat out by somebody else just because they the top 5 pick, they supposed to start.
That's a hypothetical. He don't know that happened.
Oh my
he
God,
don't.
bro. So then tell
Jay
us
just said, so Jay just said it, so what?
why you think a top 5 pick should automatically be a starter. Tell us. Please. We listening. We waiting.
Bro, I'm saying Ace Belly, he could have went somewhere and started because if he scouted that much for his potential, you're supposed to let him play and develop. It's 82 games in a regular season. You're going to judge off of him in practice whether he should start over somebody, an all-star like Lauri Markkanen. You're going to ask him to be better than Lauri Markkanen just because he's not better.
Yes.
Bro, he averaged 28 minutes a game. So all of this, he ain't play shit. 28 minutes a game ain't playing.
And like yes, what you did.
He just wasn't good enough to start.
No, I'm happy he started the 28 minutes. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
What you do in practice does affect whether you get minutes and where your minutes come from. I don't know what basketball.
28 minutes is good. Like I'm not trying to.
You know he wasn't.
Y'all keep bringing it up, trying to reiterate, trying to get me in a debate. And I'm saying I'm debate you, but at the end of the day,
nigga, don't say y'all. Nigga, I sat here quiet for 2 minutes while y'all talked about this shit. Don't say y'all, nigga.
Right. And I said let's table it till next week, but you said let's go. He was a negative 6.2 in his 28 minutes on the court, man.
Nah, I was trying to again get to my topic. Y'all niggas keep bringing it up like I'm starving today.
Just admit you talking out.
Just trying to throw y'all niggas in this because you getting cooked. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Just admit to the world you talking out your fan hat again, and it's the wrong show for that. That's all.
Yo, my shit frozen. Can y'all hear me?
A little bit. It's jumping.
You sound like y'all chopped and screwed.
And he left. he said, I'm out of here. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home.
Yo, bro. If I draft you top 5, you automatically starting, no matter what.
Yo, bro.
Fuck out of here.
Man, I didn't get a chance to talk about Ray J having brain damage.
Oh,
And
that shit was wild.
we only got 5 minutes, 10 minutes left. But Ray J got knocked the fuck out. I didn't even know he was fighting Super Hot Fire. Super Hot Fire is known for fake rap battles on the internet, and he knocked Ray J out with a real punch. And then I see Ray J in the hospital, like laid up, talk about he got brain damage. What the hell is happening with the world?
Bro, he was lumped up like Martin a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people ain't peeped the forehead. He had the two wild ones right here, and then another one here, and then he had like another big one here. He was looking like Baby Martin, bro. He
And
got
the crazy thing is, I watched the whole fucking fight. The first round, the nigga Super High Fire did not throw a punch in the first round. So he danced around, was weaving, letting Ray J get his shit off. And then the second round, they only literally fought for maybe 25 seconds. All them lumps in 25 seconds is crazy.
right. And he did the way how he got knocked out was wild. And then like him talking after was even wilder to me. Like, and then when I really seen the knock, I'm like, nah, man, like somebody need to check on him. Like, don't let him do shit like this no more. Like he need a like a guardian or something. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody making some decisions for him that's gonna be better than the ones he making for himself.
That nigga
right
said
now.
we had a plan, bro. That nigga's crazy, bro. And I think they doing that because he got to be in debt. He got to be in poverty. It looked like he's
I don't
rich. He's
think
not
so.
rich, bro. I just feel like they exploiting him, bro. He just had a heart monitor performing on stage. He got no business in a fight. A
I
whole
don't
3
think
minute
broke
round
though, bro. I
fight.
think he got bread.
They might have lied to him.
I think
They
he's
might
doing
have
this
told
because
him.
he don't have money, bro. I think it is. I think it's because
I
of
think
that.
he want to stay relevant, bro.
They might have told him that he was gonna win this fight. Like, yo, you could go out there, make it look good for a little while, and go the distance, and we're gonna make sure you bet some money on yourself. Or I think they might have told him you good, and it didn't happen that way because he looked shocked, like, nigga, you wasn't supposed to hit me.
Like, yo, we supposed to be throwing phantom punches out here, man. Bro,
Like,
I think
I don't know.
He was in. I knew because of that thing with his heart monitor that he was in no condition to be in a boxing match in the first place. And I'm surprised Super Hot Fire got all of these fights because that wasn't the first fight that he had. He fought him. He fought like two other people. Like he be low key boxing.
Yeah, but that's the name of that joint. The name of that fighting shit that Aiden Ross do is called brand risk. So it's celebrities going up there, putting their brand at risk for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if y'all see Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson fought too?
Yeah, he choked Beasley out. That
yeah,
shit was crazy.
He wanted his rematch. He got a rematch.
They was UFC. So the Ray J is super hot. That was a boxing match.
They was boxing,
yeah. But it was UFC with Lance Stevenson.
I thought that was UFC too, because that's how he got the knots. He got the knots from boxing gloves.
I thought that was boxing.
That was boxing.
Let me
he
see.
just caught him with an overhand right.
Okay,
I could be wrong, but I thought that was straight up boxing
gloves too. My fault.
Nah.
But yeah, man, that was tough.
Yeah, man. Somebody, like I said, man, like Ray, he liked the attention for sure, man. And somebody need to like be like, yo, like not this time. Like sit this one out. Like I know you want to, but it's not a good look after the last thing and the surgery and everything else going on. Like, yo, just sit this one out. Like if he
ain't boxing, nigga, those is UFC gloves.
Yeah, so it was UFC, yeah.
Because you don't get knotted up like that easy with boxing gloves on, with them 10 ounce gloves. Man.
He could have had the brass knuckles underneath the gloves or something, you know, like loaded the what they call them, loaded up the gloves.
but
he didn't kick him or nothing like that.
They just didn't go down to a grapple or nothing like that. But they
right.
Yeah,
on second thought, Ray J did try to grab him, and he was just kind of like staying out of Ray J way in the first round, kind of like letting Ray J weigh himself out. And then the second round, he started boxing, shooting. And then he just went outside.
You're gonna see Ray J on some wild celebrity, the games where they be doing the fucking hang gliding and mountain climbing and shit. That's gonna be the next thing he gonna be on, man. Watch, unless somebody get him, man. The Traders, y'all seen the Traders where they be doing all of the wild shit? He gonna be on that shit next, fuck around.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. Thoughts and prayers out to Ray J, man. He got brain damage. Brain damage is crazy. I've never seen. What do you mean brain damage? I seen him in the hospital bed. I don't know if he really got brain damage, but like P said, I think he just want to stay in the headlines. So it's like, all right, fuck it. I got knocked out. Now I'm brain damaged. Come get me.
Yo, a lot of celebrities, like in different documentaries and interviews that I heard them say, like, it's not the money they addicted to. They addicted to the fame, yo. Not all of them, but a lot of them are.
Right now, social currency is like the biggest currency you could get is attention. And from the attention you get, what can you get out of that? While he's in the hospital, I didn't really look, but is he wearing a branded shirt or something like that? Like, it's like, what can you promote? And that's why he was saying the whole time after the fight, when he was saying it was fixed pretty much, he's like, we just lost a lot of money. Like, because it was obviously something that they spoke about before that fight.
Yeah, I think.
But how you going to trust? But at least Ray J thought the fix was in, but it really wasn't in, man.
Yeah, but if the name of it is called Brand Risk, you don't think it's a risky situation to trust a guy that you're about to fight in the event called Brand Risk? That's a risk in itself. You asking him to lose the fight, kind of, sort of, I guess, make it a tie. Nah, nigga, it ain't no tie. And then nigga T.I. said, nah, nigga, it ain't no tie. Word. This nigga
just said that he admitted on Cam Newton that he do shit like this just for engagement sometimes. Like, it's the world we live in, man.
That's a fact. And I don't know, did y'all think the Lance Stevenson and Michael Beasley shit would go like that?
Kinda, yeah.
I think it go either way.
I didn't know what was going to happen, but I didn't expect the fucking intros and everything to be the longest part of the fight. That fight was like 30 seconds, choke out. He tapped real quick, and they still was cool after the fight. So shout out to both of them. But they got to play checkers or something next. Know what I mean? They played basketball. They fought. What's next? They got to get a rematch. They got to play checkers live on TV.
Yo, that's crazy. Checkers.
Yo, hold on.
Beasley is a wild boy, man.
What'd you say, bro?
No, I just wanted the subject that I wanted to bring up before we left. I seen this article from Earn Your Leisure. It said Wells Fargo had partnered with 3D construction company Icon to offer mortgage loans and financial incentives for 3D printed homes. As Icon preferred lender, Wells Fargo will provide home buyers 50 basis point credit towards their mortgage and extend financing to developers purchasing Icon's commercial 3D printers. So basically, they're in the business of 3D printing homes, and I ain't comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say that they stirring the fucking pot, because this is some new shit. I ain't never thought this shit would be possible. You know what I'm saying? I heard they was doing 3D, but now the 3D home, I don't know if I trust it. What's your thoughts on it, man?
Yo, bro, I say the same thing about that building that you work in, bro. Because when I seen that building getting built, right? nigga.
Mhm.
I literally seen them take a whole apartment and put them in the building. Like they was pre-made on the back of a truck. And they was lifting them shits in the air and putting them in the fucking. I said, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
I
I've
ain't
never
never
seen
seen that before.
Well,
But
I ain't never seen that. I ain't gonna lie.
yo,
But-
I promise you, bro. I seen them. It was apartments on the back of the truck. They were just like long paws on the back of the truck, flatbed truck or whatever. The whole apartment was pre-made, and of course, like once they put it in the building, they probably had to put fixtures in and all sorts of shit. But they had the apartments already pre-made, picked them up, and was shoving them in the building, bro.
But y'all seen this shit before. Think about this, right? Anytime you see real life or movie, the big trucks with the whole house shit on it. It don't be the whole house, but it be like the whole living room and kitchen shit and all of that.
Yeah.
So
that's what it was pretty much.
But this shit.
It was a high-rise building, putting them in floor by floor.
Yeah,
though.
the Lego type shit on each floor, like the Carvana machine. Yo, but the Carvana machines is wild. Y'all seen them, right? Them shits is crazy.
Yeah, like it's literally a big ass vending machine for cars, and nobody works there. You just go in there, type in a couple numbers, and you could get a car.
Right.
Wow.
Breeze, you ain't never seen the Carvana shits?
Nah, I ain't never seen. You could just type in the car and then you just fucking coming like a vending machine, like a soda pop.
Yo, it's a big ass clear building with cars in it, and you just fucking go up to the shit like Jay said. You press the shit and the car comes down like fucking B3. You getting a fucking Twix bar or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But it's a 2023 Chevy Impala.
Wow,
shit is crazy.
That's incredible.
That's the times we live in now, man.
Yeah,
we ain't Jetsons yet, but we close, man.
People don't like talking to people. People don't like working with people. Everything is about convenience, fast. How can I get it faster without speaking to anybody, without doing anything? It's crazy.
That's the society we live in, man.
Wait, did y'all see this dude Trump is trying to put his face on a $250 bill for the semi-quincentennial?
Nah, I didn't see that shit. That's crazy.
Because it's supposed to be the semi-quincentennial is the 250-year anniversary of this country, that they're trying to make a $250 bill, and Trump wants to put his face on it. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. That's
not
crazy. And I just love the word semi-quincentennial, so I just wanted to make sure I said it before we left.
So, yo, because of the semi-quincentennial anniversary of the country, UFC is actually doing a fight on the White House lawn. He signed off on that shit.
I saw that too.
That's crazy.
Blood on the White House lawn is crazy.
Right. Like, this is where our country is right now. That's crazy, man.
It's going to be niggas' teeth on the White House lawn just chilling.
Yo, we almost back to the Roman times where they dueling to the death, man, in the fucking circle with the spears and the knives and all of that shit, man.
Yeah, Ray J said it off. Ray J set it off by getting knocked out for the semi-quincentennial.
Shit is crazy, man.
Yo,
I bet you this fool gonna be sitting in some big throne too, like the fucking like Caesar and them back in the day at those fucking events, man.
Probably. I wouldn't put it past them.
Right, man. I think this shit is a TV show, man.
Oh, hold up, damn.
TV show.
I thought Breeze was going to bring it up, but know what I mean? Breeze ain't bring it up, but did y'all see that the Pope admitted to the fact that he apologized for the transatlantic slave trade?
Yeah,
they
I did see that.
I did see that. I did see that.
I'm that big fan, Breezy.
I think they know the atrocities they did. They've been new. They couldn't hold it anymore. I mean, it's just an apology, but it's a start. And at the end of the day, it being acknowledged is, I guess, the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledging the wrong they did, the harm they did, you know what I'm saying, the hurt they caused. And, let's see where it goes from there. But I'm glad they did acknowledge it. I'm glad I appreciate the apology.
They gotta send some goddamn reparations out this motherfucker.
First step is acknowledgement. Second step is fixing it.
Right. That's a
But
fact.
shit, we stirred the pot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see the recipes. Exactly. You know what I mean? He said the homie apologized. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get back to that next episode. It should be 9:00. Tap in, stir the pot, come get a whiff. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to the page. Subscribe.